Welcome back to another Tim Burton Pokemon drawing video. It's been a while since I did the last one. I've been doing a lot of crochet projects lately, but this weekend I decided we're jumping back into the Tim Burton Pokemon challenge and I just want to see how many I can get done today. And that's going to be the video. So, for those of you who didn't see the first video we finished Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur, so today we're going to be kicking off with Charmander, number 4. Also, if you're wondering why I'm in a panda costume, well, it's almost Halloween. So let's just jump into it.
Okay, so jumping right into it, we have Charmander here. As you can see, I did not record the starting process of making the design. However, here you can see where I've done the hatching and I'm going in on the shading. I would say the hatching and the shading are actually my favorite parts of doing these designs because I feel like it brings a lot of depth to the design. Something about this Charmander is giving Simpson vibes, and that's all I can see now. Moving right along, we've got Charmeleon. So here you can see I showed a little bit more of the initial design prior to the coloring part. Charmeleon is a little different than Charmander. I kept more of a dome head, but here we've got his horn, which I've curved, and we'll add more information about that in Charizard's design. I've also started playing around with more angular features, and also something I liked in his design is from the shoulders tapering to a very skinny elbow area and giving him almost like a Popeye like forearm. I thought it was kind of fun and whimsical. A lot of these elements, such as the angular features and some of these proportions, will play more into Charizard's character as well, as I wanted them to have little elements that carry from one to the other. Something that remains similar between all three forms is the flame. Also, you'll notice that the tail I kept having grow longer and longer and longer. The Charmeleon feels a little less Simpson-y to me. What do you think?
Okay, so on to Charizard. We've got our reference picture here. So we started to bring sharper angles in with Charmeleon, and I kind of want to keep that scheme going with Charizard. First, we'll start with the head, which, we've got our little circle going on for. He's going to have a long snout, but the snout's going to be pretty skinny. And I want them to keep more or less like the same pose. So the idea I have for his horns is, in The Nightmare Before Christmas, the iconic little loop hill, the little loop hill that Jack stands on in like the movie logo picture. I kind of want to bring in that element of the loop into his horn, and a lot more jagged than that, of course, and then he's gonna have a very thin, long neck, a beak that is fitting, like kind of I am not doing a good job there, but kind of a thinner, long neck into more of a bulbous kind of body, like very round tummy. He's gonna have his little arms coming off.
that. With his little hands. Little hands, little fingers, large thighs. He's gonna have pretty large thighs. And little clawed feet. Like that. His tail, I need like a happy medium here. His wings are a bit jagged, so I like keeping these sharper angles in here. Yes, just like that. And where his little horn things are on the top of his wings, I want to become very hooked, similar to the style we've established on his horns on his head. Just kind of a jagged little squiggle there. His wings don't have to be like exact symmetry wise, I don't think. I like the idea of his wings being very tattered, giving like Corpse Bride, Veil-ish kind of tatteredness. So let me shrink him a little because I am over exceeding my boundaries. His tail, I want to make long and spindly. So in this case, it's gonna be going this direction. Kind of like having it at an angle there. You can see that. I never noticed before, but like looking at his stance, you can actually see his tail like going under his legs. As you can tell, I haven't really fully decided on the shape over here, so it's just a mess of blue. And then his fire, of course, will just be, you know, a regular little flame. Okay, so this is kind of the bare bones of what I like the idea of him having like a bit of a snaggletooth. I think that would be kind of fun. So now I'm gonna go in and do a little bit of a cleaner sketch with a darker color. So for this part, we're zooming in.
Alright, and that concludes this video. We've completed Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard, number 4, 5, and 6. Next will be Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise. Thank you guys so much. If you stuck around to the end of the video, please leave a like. And if you want to see the next video, subscribe, and I try to post every other Monday. So I hope you guys have a great Halloween and stay safe out there in all your Halloween activities. Bye!